that FCT is relatively safe. People should not be afraid that they will come into FCT and they are going to be faced with security challenges. First of all, I want to let us know that wherever you have an urban center, Abuja is an urban city, and wherever you have an urban city, there's always threat to security of lives and property. And you should also remember that on the 12th of December 1991, when the then military administrator or the head of state asked all the ministry, department and agencies to move into FCT, you should also know that threats to lives and property will increase. We have some reported cases of threats to lives and property. We have one, the vehicular bomb crime, which most people call one chance. Most of the time when they report about one chance, it's not the way you see it on the social media that it is in FCT. They try to amplify it as if when you move from point A to point B, you are going to fall victim of one chance. It's not like that. Then you also have the reported cases of kidnapping. Most of these kidnapping incidences occur at the border community, Abaji, Kwale, Kuje, and the rest. And most of the time, the terrain in this particular area is not always conducive for quick and swift response. It's not because the FCT security agencies cannot respond, but it's because of the terrain in those particular community. You also have issues of illicit drug abuse that is really ravaging our youths nowadays. And you can attest to it that it is not only the youth that are involved, even married women are part of this particular menace that is going on. I know our mothers will look at me and say, why are you referring to us? But from record statistics from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, FCT Command, we can see that this is a reality. We have other security challenges that have been reported over the course of the year. But what is the effort of the FCT administration in ensuring that whenever you come into the FCT, you can come in, invest, and you are sure that there is no threat to your life? Number one, the FCT administration, in conjunction with the 6 contiguous states to the FCT, Nasarawa, Plateau, Benue, Kaduna, Kogi, and Niger. There's this G7 security committee that have been established. What is the purpose of this G7 committee? Is to ensure that cross-state security threats, especially boundary camps and the rest, are tackled accordingly. And we have team always out there ensuring that there's clearance operation going at every point in time. Secondly, the FCT administration established the Command and Control Center, which I am the secretary of that Command and Control Center. The Command and Control Center has all relevant security agencies on board. We have the Nigerian Police, which is the lead internal security agency. We have the Department of State Service. We have the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. We also have the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency on board. We have the Nigerian Correctional Service and the Nigerian Immigration Service. All these form as a team to ensure that they provide adequate security for the enforcement team of the SDA department. What are these SDA departments in the FCT? You have the Department of Development Control, you have the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, you have the Directorate of Road Traffic Services, which so many people call VIO, and we also have the Social Development Secretariat. So this enforcement team provide them the necessary cover for them to be able to carry on their daily and routine duty. Also, when the new administration came on board under the leadership of our present minister, Barrister Nyesom Wike, the minister established a special operation called Operation Sweep. Operation Sweep mandate is to ensure that incidences of kidnapping or wherever it is reported, there's a joint security response to it. And this team has the gas brigade, has the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Air Force, the Nigerian Navy. We also have the garrison, the defense garrison headquarters involved in it. The police are part of it, and also the Department of State Service. You know, the Operation Sweep always respond to threats when it concerns the border community, where I talked about having a difficult terrain. Aside that, the minister also have established another special operation called Operation Safe FCT. This Operation Safe FCT is headed by the Commissioner of Police. You also know that most of these special operations are always headed by the FCT Commissioner of Police, CP Aruna Garba. All these efforts are geared to ensuring that people that comes into FCT can traverse the length and breadth of FCT, and they are sure of their safety any time of the day. Now, what are our roles as individuals? Because these various agencies also have their routine operation. The Nigerian police are saddled with internal security, which we all know. And on a daily basis, through their various divisional police headquarters, they ensure that the security of their jurisdiction is guaranteed. You have the Nigerian Civil Defense Corps, which is also saddled with the responsibility of protection of critical infrastructure and national assets, you know, because we know we have this threat of Babambola, all these Keke Napep, Okada, and the rest, which I failed to mention. And efforts are on top there to ensure that there is a sustained clamp down on the menace these people, you know, are brought to the society. And it has been on. We have been recording a lot of successes. One chance syndicate suspects have been arrested, have been prosecuted. Vehicles used for this unwholesome acts have been impounded. And most of the time, even when you impound this vehicle, that's why I want to state here categorically that whenever your vehicle plate is missing from your vehicle, please report to the nearest police division. Because in the process of impounding all these vehicles used for one chance, you realize that some of those plate numbers they put on those golf cars does not even tally with that vehicle. It belongs to somebody else that does not even know that he or his vehicle have been used for such acts. And again, don't allow all these armed boys to remove your plate number in the name of the enforcing. Because when they remove your plate number, you don't know where they're taking it to. So you must be very, very careful. Then again, we should also know that generally, security is our responsibility. No matter what the government security agencies have done, you have a role to play in the security of the territory. And you should also know that your personal security is very, very important. And how can you contribute to the security synergy we are talking about? Number one, you must have the police control room number. If I ask you how many of us have the police control room number, you realize that it may be only 1 or 2 persons. Or let me just ask, how many of us have the police control room number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very scanty. But when there's emergency, that is when you know that you need that police control room number. So as much as possible after this program, let us endeavor to have the police control room number. Then again, wherever you are residing, there's a police division that covers that place. Walk into that police station and get the DPO's number. Nobody will stop you from getting it. Get it because there might be an emergency that you need to call the DPO or the DC, which is the Divisional Crime Officer. Go in there, get these numbers, and it will be handy for you. Secondly, ensure you have the fire service emergency number. The FEMA have told us about theirs, especially when there's an emergency. You call them also. You also need to have a medical personnel number. Most of us don't have a personal physician, but you need to have a medical personnel number. In case there's health challenge anywhere, you can call them and seek for advice. Then don't fail to also have the number of a mechanic for your vehicle, because you realize that your vehicle can break down anywhere and it might be late in the night. But if you have the number of your mechanic, it will help you. You can contact him and he will be able to tell you, okay, do this, do that, and that might just be your saving grace. But generally, we want to assure you, as you have come for this ZUMA International Film Festival, that Abuja is safe. I've been here since Friday. You've not heard of any case of kidnapping. You've never entered any one chance, like people have been saying. So that should be a pointer to you that the safety and security of everyone residing in Abuja or coming into Abuja for one investment or the other is guaranteed. On behalf of my Director of Security, Mr. Adamugwari, MDC, I want to welcome you and to also tell you that whenever you go back, just sleep and don't be afraid of any security challenge. Thank you.